Hey everybody, it's Saturday, May 4th, 2024, and we have a new resident here at Deer Run Farm. We had all kinds of flooding out here. Again, from the previous videos that you've seen, we had like 10 plus inches of rain. So the creeks, the rivers, everything flooded. And a couple days later, that guy showed up. Now, he's only about 2 foot long, so it's basically a great big lizard. But I don't know how fast alligators grow. I guess we're gonna find out. And if you can't see him, he's right there. He's just slowly coming closer to me. But again, it's a 2 foot alligator, so it's not like it's a 6 or an 8, but if that thing sticks around here, eventually it will be a 6 or 8 foot long alligator. So we'll see what happens. Let's go check out Emily's office and the progress in there. I'm coming up the stairs to Emily's office, or as Keith calls it, shout out, hey Keith, her Loftice. Got the door trimmed, got the door hung. The hardware showed up yesterday to do the doorknob. We had to get a 1 3/4 back set. So I've got to pretty much custom cut a hole because it's a oblong shaped thing. It's not round, so I've got to do that today. Coming in here, it's a little bit of a mess, obviously, because she is moving in. She got the window decal for her door. The big debate with the window decal is, should she put it on the door where she can read it sitting at her desk? Or should it be on the outside where people coming in see it? Obviously, nobody's coming in here, so she's gonna see it. So we're really thinking about putting it on this side of the door. So feel free to comment, throw in your 2 cents, whatever. But we haven't figured that out. Got some of the decorations and stuff in here. We ordered a TV from Amazon. The TV showed up, it looked like it was great. Plugged it in and there's a spider web on the TV. It had cracked somehow. So we had to send that back, but we at least got the wall mount on there. Coming over here, we almost don't need a TV in here because of Emily's monitor. I don't remember what in the world this thing's called, but it is massive. Emily's brother said it's like sitting front row at an IMAX theater, which that is correct. It's pretty funny. But she's getting this all set up to lower the monitor because it's about 4 inches off the desk. I am gonna build a sub shelf underneath there where that pedestal will be underneath the desk. So I've got to notch the top of the desk, mount another shelf, so to speak, underneath there. So that's something we're gonna do this weekend, along with attaching either one of these Bose systems. There's 2 there that we've had for several years. So she's gonna pick that out and figure out what she wants to do, but this monitor's got a great sound system as it is. And it's also overkill because with the Amazon TV, she got the other devices. There's a subwoofer in the studio or whatever. So anyways, that way she can talk to all of her stuff. Got some of her knickknacks and cool stuff, memorabilia on the shelves. So like I said, she's slowly moving in here. She's worked here for 2 days, doing Zoom meetings. We got some of our dress clothes up in here. Emily's gonna get some of hers up here. Got these bins in the closet, which they still need to be organized. And then this is, like I said, this is gonna be like the software, hardware area. Hardware would be the correct term. But I think we're gonna mount a rack server there, a small one. That way she's got battery backup. The internet's gonna be in here. But it's really, again, it's office supplies. So anyway, she's got more than enough storage space because we really don't have that much. And now that everything's digital versus paperwork, you know, she has less files and stuff to keep. By the way, this is a desk that we built, gosh, probably 12 years ago together. The only thing that we didn't do is make the cabinets, because I've never made cabinet doors, but we did make the actual cabinet itself. Again, just not the cabinet door. So we hired somebody to do that, and they did a great job, took the measurements. But that desk we built when we were living in Crystal River. So that was, geez, that was, like I said, 12 years ago at least. So it's held up great. Other than that, like I said, got some art on the walls. Glad we got that big window because that TV takes up more than I'd say 2/3 of the window. So I don't know, but either way, it's turned out great. And we'll see if I get this knob done. Moving along with the door project, I figured I better experiment on a 2x4 first to make sure I got the right size paddle bit and hole saw to do this, because this guy's an 1 3/4 setback. Most of these are round, but this guy's peanut shaped. So what I got to do is kind of experiment here and try to get that in there. And the first one was a failure because I used a 5/8 inch paddle bit to drill those 2 holes and then chiseled that out. And it's just way too tight. I can't really get a file in there, or at least I don't have a file that will fit in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a 3/4 inch hole using a larger paddle bit there, side by side, chisel it out and see. I'm hoping it's not too loose, but that's going to be a lot easier than me driving into town getting a round file. So either way, to be continued. Fast forward, it's Sunday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I did get the doorknob in yesterday. It's a little bit of a knuckle buster because this part of the still of the door was already trimmed down. So somebody had already taken 1 inch off of that side of the door. I had to take a little bit more off just to get it straight. But other than that, it turned out really good. And like I said, it's a bit of a knuckle buster, but it works great. So it's a little bit of drag on the knob, so I have to figure that out, meaning it doesn't just easily bounce all the way back out. So it was pretty tight when I even put it in there. So I don't know. I'll have to look into that, see if I can lubricate it or what's going on. But either way, it's good. The show's pretty good. A little bit of a gap, but not too bad for a 100-year-old door and basically doing a custom door casing. So turned out good. In here, the other things that we've done, we finished up her desk so that she can work in here a lot better. We're gonna have to get a rug in here because of the echo, but either way, got the grommet in here with the power supply. Her monitor was standing 4.5 inches up, if you guys remember that earlier in the video. What I ended up doing is I notched out the desk and basically built a shelf underneath, which oddly enough, her backup laptop fits in that shelf as well. But the pedestal stand of this crazy monitor sits on there. And then, like I said, I notched out the back. That way the pedestal recessed down in there. So that's all good to go.
There's a wasp in there.
Emily was working in the closet. So Emily came out of the closet.
There was a bee in there, not a honeybee.
There's a wasp. Yep, there's a wasp in here. So either way.
I had to come out of the closet because he was going to bite me.
So there you go. Pretty funny. So she also did get her 3 new beehives. So that's something else that we've got going on here this weekend and why we were a little bit busy. She worked out there at Granny Cat's all weekend helping distribute nucleuses and hives. But as you can see out in the distance, not only do we have the new baby alligator, but we've got 3 new hives out here at Deer Run Farm.